On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Neolithic.
Also called New Stone Age, the period of human history that followed the end of the last ice age and that is characterized by the development of agriculture and the use of polished stone tools.
Examples:
The Neolithic Age. Neolithic society. The Neolithic village was located near a river.
Fertile.
Capable of producing abundant vegetation or crops, intellectually productive.
Examples:
Fertile ground. Fertile market. Herbs require fertile soil in a sunny, sheltered location.
Crescent.
A shape that is curved and tapering, often resembling a moon's crescent shape.
Examples:
Crescent moon. Crescent beach. The river formed a crescent shape around the bend.
Domesticate.
To take control of animals or plants to provide food, power, or company.
Examples:
Easy to domesticate. Domesticate the plant. We domesticate cows to gain milk and meat.
Lactic.
Relating to or derived from milk, particularly the sour-tasting organic compound produced by the fermentation of lactose.
Examples:
Lactic acid bacteria. Lactic fermentation. The lactic acid buildup in my muscles was causing me to feel sore after my workout.
Coagulate.
To become thickened or solidified, usually as a result of a chemical reaction or change in temperature, to cause a liquid to become thick or solid.
Examples:
Coagulate bleeding blood vessels. Coagulate milk. When the blood coagulates, it forms a clot to stop bleeding.
Clump.
A small group of bushes, trees, flowers, people, etc.
Examples:
Clump of bacteria. A clump of trees. I heard the clump of his boots in the hallway.
Whey.
A thin, watery byproduct of cheese or yogurt production that is rich in protein and used in many food products, such as protein powders or sports drinks.
Examples:
Whey product. Whey powder. I use whey protein powder to supplement my workouts and help build muscle.
Glob.
A small, round mass or lump, a drop or blob of liquid or viscous substance.
Examples:
Glob of paint. Glob of honey. She squeezed a glob of toothpaste onto her toothbrush.
Spreader.
A person or thing that spreads something, such as a disease, rumor, or substance.
Examples:
Fertilizer spreader. spreader of germs. The person who attended the party while having COVID-19 became a virus spreader.
Curd.
The solid part that is formed when milk is coagulated, used in making cheese, or eaten as a food.
Examples:
Yogurt curd, lemon curd. The curd in my cheese sauce was lumpy but still tasted good.
Ripen.
To cause something to be fully developed, to become ripe.
Examples:
Ripen the fruit. Ripen naturally. His tireless efforts ripen into success.
Whiz.
To move or run quickly and smoothly with a hissing or buzzing sound. To excel or perform skillfully in a particular area. To urinate, noun, a person who is very clever or skilled at something.
Examples:
Whiz kid. Whiz through the book. The racing car whizzed past the grandstands, leaving a trail of dust behind it.
Cornucopia.
A symbol of abundance or plenty, typically represented by a horn-shaped container overflowing with fruit, flowers, and other riches, an abundant or plentiful supply of good things.
Examples:
Cornucopia harvest. Cornucopia of options. The farmers' markets were filled with a cornucopia of fresh produce during the fall harvest.
Lactose.
A sugar that is present in milk and milk products and is the primary source of energy for newborns.
Examples:
Lactose intolerance. Lactose degradation. Lactose metabolism differs between individuals.
Stockpile.
A large quantity or reserve of goods or materials that are accumulated and stored for future use, often used for emergency or contingency purposes. Verb: to accumulate or gather a large quantity of something, usually for future use or as a reserve.
Examples:
Stockpile weapons. Nuclear stockpile. The farmer had a huge stockpile of hay for the winter.
Famine.
A severe shortage of food, often caused by drought, war, or economic reasons.
Examples:
Famine relief. Coal famine. The severe famine caused by the drought has left many people without food.
Telltale.
Revealing or betraying information or evidence, serving as a sign or indicator of something.
Examples:
Telltale evidence. Telltale heart. The telltale signs of a dishonest employee were missing files and constant delay.
Staple.
Important, basic, or essential to something or someone, forming an integral part of a particular diet or industry.
Examples:
Staple commodities. Staple ingredient. Rice is a staple food in many Asian countries.
Rennet.
An extract from the stomach lining of a ruminant mammal that is used to curdle milk and separate curds and whey in the process of cheesemaking.
Examples:
Rennet cheese. Microbial rennet. The rennet enzyme breaks down the proteins in milk, which results in curdling.
Byproduct.
A secondary or incidental product produced in the manufacture or synthesis of something else.
Examples:
Toxic byproducts. Byproduct of technology. The byproduct of the energy production process is a large amount of carbon dioxide emissions.
Mammal.
Any animal of which the female gives birth to live young, not eggs, and feeds her young on milk from her own body.
Examples:
A primitive mammal. A sort of mammal. Marine mammal populations are declining worldwide due to ocean pollution.
Nomadic.
Moving from one location to another rather than staying in one place all of the time.
Examples:
Nomadic life. Nomadic herdsman. This desert is the territory of nomadic tribes.
Yak.
To talk at length, often without a particular purpose or direction. Noun, a long-haired bovine mammal native to Central Asia that is often domesticated and used for its meat, milk, and wool.
Examples:
Domestic yak. Sit and yak about life. The friends met at the local pub every Friday to yak about their week.
Sundry.
Various or diverse, of different kinds or sorts, miscellaneous.
Examples:
Sundry income. Sundry expenses. He went to the store to buy sundry items such as batteries, a toothbrush, and snacks.
Cot.
A small bed for a baby or child, typically with high sides to prevent the child from falling out.
Examples:
Cot in the tent. Baby's cot. The hospital provides cots for patients' families who want to stay overnight.
Loaf.
A quantity of bread that is shaped and baked in one piece and usually sliced for serving. Verb, to be lazy or idle.
Examples:
Crusty loaf. Loaf around during the day. On my way home from work, I picked up a loaf of bread from the bakery.
Saltiness.
The quality or state of being salty.
Examples:
The taste of saltiness. Enhance the saltiness. She tasted the dish and detected a slight saltiness.
Brine.
A strong solution of salt water used for preserving food, especially meat or fish, saline water found in salt mines or evaporated from seawater.
Examples:
brine solution, brine shrimp. The recipe called for a teaspoon of brine to add flavor.
Pecorino.
A type of Italian cheese that is made from sheep's milk, which is typically hard and flavorful and is often used in Italian cuisine.
Examples:
aged pecorino, pecorino romano. I added freshly grated pecorino cheese to my pasta dish for extra flavor.
Grating.
A framework of metal or wooden bars or slats that are parallel and spaced apart, often used to cover an opening or to protect a machine or structure.
Examples:
metal grating, grating hatch. The grating sound of the rusty gate made my skin crawl.
Arid.
Lacking in moisture or rainfall, dry and barren, lacking in interest, life, or vitality.
Examples:
arid terrain, semi-arid zone. The desert is known for its arid climate and lack of rainfall.
Monastery.
A building or complex of buildings in which members of a male religious community, called monks, live and worship.
Examples:
monastery garden, leave a monastery. This ancient monastery was founded in the 13th century and had a long history of religious devotion.
Scatter.
To cause to separate and go in different directions.
Examples:
scatter seeds, scatter around the internet. The hunter's approach scattered the geese.
Monk.
A member of a religious community of men living under vows of poverty, chastity, and obedience.
Examples:
monk lifestyle, cloistered monk. The ascetic monk spent his days in prayer and contemplation in the monastery.
Endlessly.
In a way that continues for a long time or seems to have no end or limit.
Examples:
repeat endlessly, worry endlessly about our future. The procession of demonstrators was endlessly continuing.
Clergyman.
A man who is a member of the clergy equals religious leader, especially a minister or priest in the Christian church.
Examples:
unfrocked clergyman, clergyman's duty. The Catholic clergyman led the congregation in prayer.
Alpine.
Relating to or characteristic of high mountains, especially the Alps, of or relating to cold, snowy, or rugged terrain.
Examples:
alpine region, alpine plant. We went on an exhilarating alpine adventure, climbing steep mountain slopes and glaciers.
Invade.
To enter aggressively into another's territory by military force for conquest and occupation.
Examples:
Invade other tissues. Invade his privacy. I have no intention to invade your privacy.
Highland.
An area of elevated land or hilly terrain.
Examples:
Highland Indian. Highland agriculture. This region has a humid subtropical and highland climate.
Renaissance.
A new growth in activity or enthusiasm in anything, particularly art, literature, or music.
Examples:
Artistic Renaissance. Industrial Renaissance. Folk music is now experiencing a renaissance.
Ancestor.
A person from whom one is descended, a forefather.
Examples:
Ancestor language. Earliest human ancestor. My remote ancestor immigrated to the United States from Ireland in the 1800s.